Well, good evening, everyone. Well, this is another classic, isn't it? Excuse the tired expression on my face. I've just had a couple hours this afternoon, a couple hours kip, and woke up to the news that which I thought was going to be a nightmare, but it turns out it isn't. It's flashing up everywhere. The story broke early this afternoon from Craig Hope saying that Alexander Isak, after not joining the Newcastle United squad in the tour to Singapore, Alexander Isak has decided that he wants to explore a move away from Newcastle United, and Al Hilal are looking at him, and I think that's how you pronounce it. And of course, Liverpool are still circling as well. And what does this hold now for Newcastle United? Where do we go from here in the light of this news? I mean, there's been no official comment from the club as yet. There's been no official comment from the player as yet. Like I say, there's a lot of news flying about, but this sort of thing tends to stick. And it's certainly, if it has got legs, then it will be really, really a massive blow for Newcastle United, I feel, in my opinion, because I look at it as Alexander Isak helped us to our first domestic trophy since 1969. First trophy since 1969. Part of that setup of that squad that beat Liverpool. And now it looks like that he could be on his way to Liverpool or Saudi Arabia. You know, the two clubs that are interested in him. But what does this mean, though, for Newcastle United? And how can they turn this to their advantage? I'll go into that in a moment, guys. But once again, welcome to my channel. If you want to subscribe to my channel to get instant access to my videos, you're more than welcome. Hit the subscribe button. And if you want to leave a comment on this video, please get in touch. It'd be great to hear your views on this breaking story in the news at the moment. And if you like this video and any others on my channel, please give us a like. It'd be much appreciated, and it will help the channel grow. So how can Newcastle use this to their advantage? Well, the ball's in their court. You know, if the story breaks, I mean, I haven't seen any official stuff yet. As to the story breaking, it hasn't hit Sky Sports News, so I don't know. But like I say, I haven't long been awake, so it's one of them. But we can use it to our advantage because we can charge big bucks if we want to scare away some of these big sharks out there, out of the River Tyne, if you like. Circling around Newcastle United, then, you know, we can look at a possibility of charging some big bucks. I mean, there's a rumour that Newcastle could look at, you know, a fee in the region of £130 million plus add-ons. But, you know, I think Isak's worth a lot more than that. You know, I mean, my personal opinion would be, you know, to slap a transfer fee of somewhere in the region of 200 million, you know, for Alexander Isak. And people say, what, that's crazy money. No, it isn't. It's pretty reasonable money, if I'm honest, because he's a fantastic player and he's a prize asset for Newcastle United. And as I said earlier, the Sharks are circling in the River Tyne. I would be saying, right, you know, you want our prize catch. You want Alexander Isak, and Isak says, you know, I want to explore life away from St James's Park. Then I would say, right, if you guys want him, you're going to pay handsomely for him. You know, you're going to pay the big bucks. You know what I mean? You're going to pay for this big fish. You are going to pay top whack. And Newcastle can use this to their advantage. They shouldn't be held to ransom by any clubs saying, well, Isak's only worth this, only worth... Whoa, hang on a minute, hang on. Isak's our player. We decide how much he's worth. You know, Brentford are playing this game at the minute with Wisa. You know, and obviously Frankfurt did that with Ekitike, who's now went to Liverpool, and I think we've dodged a bullet there, to be honest. But we can hold clubs to ransom ourselves, and that's what we should be doing. We should be saying, hey, you know, if you want regardless of whether Isak puts in a transfer request or not, we should be saying, hey, you want Alexander Isak, you're going to pay big. You're going to pay the big money. Or, you know, we're going to negotiate a deal. So if Isak leaves, who do we get in? There's been talk emerged today that Ollie Watkins has been eyed up by Manchester United. You know, I would explore that option if we have to go down the route of another striker. But I said for a while we need 2 strikers to come in. So Isak, possibly on his way out of tune. Who comes in to replace him? That's the question. Guys, get in touch. Who would you like to see come through the door? Personally, I'd like Isak to stay. But if his heart's not in it, and he doesn't want to remain on Tyneside, and he wants to explore possibility of another club, then sorry, mate, but you have to leave. You can't be hanging around if you're saying stuff like that. You have to move on. And we have to get the best possible deal on the table. But as I said, Newcastle United shouldn't be held to ransom. You know, they don't have the clubs coming in and telling them how much Isak's worth. No. We hold the trump cards. We tell them how much we want for our golden striker. And that is the way I look at it. You know, our super Swede is going to be an expensive guy. And that is the way I look at it. Marty the Mad Magpie's view, I want Isak to stay, but if his heart's not in it, then I'm sorry, pal, but you have to get out of tune, and we need to get somebody else in who wants to play for the football club, who wants to wear his heart on his sleeve. You know, as I said, you play in this game, on Tyneside in particular, you don't play for the name on the back of the shirt, you play for the name on the front of the shirt. Newcastle United. That is my view, guys. Get in touch. I'm going to leave it there. If this story gathers legs, I will bring it to you once again. But thank you for getting in touch on the comments, guys. If you want to leave a comment, it'd be great to hear from you. And if you want instant access to any new videos, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video and any others on my channel, please give us a like, guys. It'd be great to hear from you. As I said, get in touch, guys. Marty the Mad Magpie. I'll catch up with you all soon. Bye-bye for now. All the best to you. Thank you for watching.